On the podcast this week, the legend, the myth. You're not a myth because you're a real thing. Tommy Crabtree, the seventh best Crabtree in NFL history, even though your name says Michael Crabtree. I don't know where he ranks. Probably not as high as 7, but
he's probably top 10, not top 7
10,
though.
But not top 7.
No.
Not top. Dude, I am so glad to have you back. Like, I have a lot of things to talk about, but like, how are things been for you? Like, quarantine, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now and have been for a long time. How have you been doing with all this?
Man, it's been tough, as I'm sure it's been for you and just about everybody else. It's been a big adjustment. Just trying to figure out what the new normal is, I guess. I've got 2 young kids and them having to change up their school routine at the end of the year last year. My wife's a teacher, so seeing her adjust to that, it's been pretty wild. And now we're preparing for another school year coming up and trying to figure out what the hell are we gonna do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone's talking about. Like, I don't want to get into like a whole serious like debate about it or whatever, but like with school starting, like, are they gonna go to school? Are they not? Are people gonna send their kids to school? Are they not? Like, different states are different. Because like you're in Florida, I'm in Wisconsin. I'm a little bit tipsy, Tom. But like Wisconsin is a much different.
I'm perfectly alert and aware of my surroundings.
No, but like
Great
Wisconsin
house.
and Florida is so much different. Like Wisconsin's is we're like getting record numbers now that we didn't get before.
Wait, you said, I'm sorry, let's go back like a sentence or two. You said Florida is a little bit different than you guys, and you guys are setting records, and we are too. I don't know if you watch the news at all, but down here in Florida, we're kind of unfortunately, we're setting records as well.
Yeah, but we're
So,
setting Wisconsin records because like
you
where
are.
I live, we have like 10.
Everybody is. Every state.
Yeah. It's just a really crappy situation. Like, but I'm fortunate, like in my area, because I live just north of Green Bay, so I live in a small community. So like I didn't
Careful. Not too much information. You're superstar up there. We don't want them to know where you live. Careful.
I keep it on a DL. My name is on the front of my house. My wife said that. She's like, because I have a sign on the front of my house that said, welcome to the Ramages, Packer fans, welcome. She's like, you need to take that down. People are going to look for it. Like, no one's looking for me. No one cares.
No.
No.
Tell her I'm going to tweet out your address and your house, everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet it.
Yeah, like Tom Crabtree's going to tweet it out. Like,
but no, it's
a tweet.
It's crazy, dude. Just the way things are surging and taking off. It's scary.
It is like I've made a few tweets like complaining about wearing masks at work, but I'm not an anti-mask. Like, wear a mask like when you go out and you do all these things. My problem with my job is that you have to wear a mask when you're in a room by yourself. So like that's the aggravating part. Is like I'm alone. Like, I'm all for masks. Like I literally,
yeah.
The grocery store, go to this place and that place. But like, if I'm in a room by myself and my boss walks in, so I'm putting my mask on because I got it on my chin because no one's in here with me. So I'll put it on, and he'll be like, "Gotta have your mask on all the time." I'm like, "But nobody was here. My mask is to protect you, and you weren't here, but now you are, so I got it on." And he's like, "Gotta have it on all the time." And I shouldn't even talk about my work because I'll probably get fired for that.
No, we'll rally around you. We'll support you. No, I think the big thing is, like, for your example at your work, maybe, and obviously if you're listening, myself and Matt, we are not medical professionals, so don't fucking listen to us. Just mute the podcast right now. But I would think, like, for a workplace, that policy is in place because, then if you start trying to say, well, I'm the only one in the room, like, I can take my mask off, you're creating like a lot of gray area.
Yeah.
And you're like, they want to avoid all that. And that's great. They want to err on the side of being careful and cautious. So it's just wear the fucking thing all the time.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. You're the only one in the room. for an extended period. But they're probably trying to avoid like any gray area or like, you know, people passing through the room. Are you technically still the only one in the room? Like, how does that work? How do they decide that? So you just got to wear it the whole time.
But here's my thing, because no, I really do understand that. But let's play devil's advocate. I'm a fat person.
Oh shit. I'm a big devil's advocate guy. Like, I love to argue and like debate.
No,
I was a lawyer in another life.
It's not devil's advocate. It's Matt advocate, because I'm a fat person. All right, I'm out of shape.
You look pretty good. You got
like from the. That's why all my videos are like from here up.
Camera's narrowed or something. You cropping the camera?
I don't show the gut. No, but like I climb milk trucks, right? So I'm like, let's say 10, 15, 20 feet up in a milk truck.
So you're like sneaky athletic.
But I can't breathe because I'm dying. And I'm all for, like, when I'm around the milk haulers, I'm all for wearing a face mask. I'll protect them even though sometimes they're not wearing it. I'll wear my thing. But climbing a milk truck is a lot of work. And I get winded easily. I get winded like just putting on my shoes. So when I'm climbing a milk truck, I get tired. I don't want to go get into the whole work thing. But yeah, wear a mask, people, when you go out. But like I get aggravated because like I'm a fat person. I can't breathe. There's like never take it off. I'm like, if I don't take it off, I will die. I don't take it off around people. But like I once in a while, catch up breath.
For sure.
I'm a fat person, and then I put it back on. You know, when I'm alone. You know, I mean, I'm not talking about like when I'm around other people.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
I'm fat.
I get what you're saying for sure. I'm just, it pisses me off the people that just flat out don't want to wear them, period. Like it's
I get that.
some, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you look at other.
I got it on. Like if I go out and about, I go to Menards. Like you know Menards, right? I don't know if that's a Wisconsin thing, but
Yep. It is, but I remember it from back in the day.
Yeah, I go to these places. I strap up.
Yeah.
Got it all on. Anyways.
Yeah.
No,
dude, it's crazy. I get out of the house a lot. Like I go through the drive-through or I do curbside pickup for a lot of things from stores. But it's crazy. I know other people are different. They've for their jobs or whatever, certain things they can't do online ordering. I've been physically into a business once since this all started in March.
Yeah.
I've physically walked into a building other than my house once since how many months? What are we, 4 months out? Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's insane, man.
Oh. Even my job, like when they have it set up now. So like when you walk in to my work, there's like a little department they got set up with face masks. So you got to put face masks on immediately. It wasn't always like that. We always had to wear a face mask, but now it's like you walk in the door, put a face mask on. If you don't, get the hell out.
Yeah.
So besides work, I go to a Quick Trip and stuff like that, but I haven't been to a restaurant since, and they're open here. I just choose not to because my wife is really anti-coronavirus. Like she thinks we're gonna get it. So even people invite it because people are barbecuing. People are doing things. They'll invite us to things. She's like, no,
right.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm for Matt, like, you know, but she's just like super duper like, no, we're not doing anything. Nobody come here.
The toughest. Can you hear me okay? I'm just making sure. I'm using these fancy ass
look at you.
Stupid looking AirPods and
he's a hipster. He's got the AirPods on.
I got my cup of espresso here. No, the toughest thing for me through this whole thing has just been like just everybody on different pages. Like I like for us, if we're gonna like beat this thing as a team, as a state, community, country, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like everybody's all over the place. Like local leadership, state leadership, federal government. Like nobody's on the same page. Everybody's doing different things different ways, and we wonder why we're having these spikes in this area, that area. This state's doing fine now. Like it's because everybody's doing their own thing, and I just hate that, especially coming from a football background. It's like if we're gonna fucking win this thing, if we're gonna beat the shit out of it, if we're gonna squash it, we gotta be all together, all in. Like, put your mask on for a month, 6 weeks, whatever it is. Like, go all out for 6 weeks, and then guess what? Like, we're gonna reopen stuff and not have these big spikes that we're having now. It's I don't know. It's frustrating, man.
Oh
Especially
yeah,
when I've been
totally
holed
agree.
up here. I've been in Publix with my mask on one time, and that's it. Like, other than that, I try to get outside, let my dogs out, get a little sunshine for myself and
Yeah.
them, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
really, the only time I leave the house, I go to work. I go to the Quick Trip. I go get my beer. I'm not venturing out.
you like beer?
Oh,
Gross.
I do. I'm drinking a beer right now. I got it out of my drink responsibly glass.
Is that your first? That's your first sip of the night, right there, right?
Oh, it is. That's definitely my first beer of the night. No, but so while we're on this thing, football. Do you think that there'll be football this season? I don't
No,
think there will be.
I really don't. I've been saying that. Like, I could see the writing on the wall and kind of bubblings up of like issues that could prevent a season from happening like a month ago. I don't think so. Texas has already talked about high school football being done. So that's a big red flag for NFL.
Yeah.
College. Who else? Wisconsin, not University of Wisconsin, but like some of the branches, like Oshkosh and whatever, they suspended in their athletics until the following year. I just don't. I don't know, man. And I can't believe the NBA, like at the peak of what we got going on down here in Florida. I'm just an hour north of Orlando, and it's a hot spot. In Orlando's been kind of blowing up, but especially Miami, which is much further south. But I can't believe they would bring their bubble down here at this point. And I can't believe the state is as open and a little more loose and relaxed right now than it was in March and April, when things were numbers-wise much better.
Yeah.
And we've opened things up and we're setting records every day right now. Like, it's weird. It's insane to me to think that they're going to make football, they're going to make it work somehow with 80 players. When you consider practice squad, and then you throw in the staff, medical staff, the front office, I don't know, man. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, because I follow Richard Sherman on Twitter. He has a lot to say. I don't know if you follow him. He's a big player rep guy, or I think he's a player rep.
He's a good follow, and I think he's super sharp guy. I love following him and hearing his thoughts.
Yeah. So see, my thing is, I'm for the players. Like, I've always been for the players. This is not a new thing. It's not because of this.
You better be, you son of a bitch.
No, but I'm first of all, I'm for employees, because like I'm an employee and I work for a billionaire. Probably, I don't know. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's doing quite well. Just same thing with the NFL players. Yeah, they're millionaires. They're doing quite well. Patrick Mahomes probably going
some of them are. Most of them are not. But go ahead. That's a different topic. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, but a lot of them are. They're doing quite well. But
yeah.
My point is that people think because the players are millionaires, by a lot of them are, not all of them.
Yeah.
But some of them are. That it's fine. It'll be fine. Like, they can go and play, but they don't put into a factor that, because this is the argument that I hear, is that they're healthy. Like, you're a fit person, even after like you're retired.
Thanks,
but
man.
Like, you have families. Like, some players flexing on them, but some players like live with their mom, or they live with their grandparents because they're taking care of them. They're doing, but it doesn't even matter. Like, if you have a kid or you just don't feel comfortable, like, you should not go to work. Like, I would not go to work if I didn't have to, but like, I have to, because if I don't go to work, I don't get paid, and me not getting paid means I don't pay certain bills. But if someone is financially stable, where like I don't have to go to work. I don't have to put myself in that jeopardy. I don't have to put my family in that jeopardy. Then I get like stay home. Like if there's no football for a year, I won't be mad. Like I side with the players. Like if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel like your best interest is to play football and to entertain me, then stay home and do that.
Yeah, well, and I think there's a possibility. Ultimately, it's not up to the players.
Oh yeah,
It's just the situation the world and the country is in, that it would be insane as team owners, as Roger Goodell, like to continue with this season if things progress to get worse. Yeah, I mean it's wild, man. It's tough, and then you got the personal decisions, like you said, by the players, even coaches, like anybody involved. Like my wife, she has type 1 diabetes. My son has asthma.
Yeah, and
So
people
we've
don't
been
take that
airing.
into account. People
Yeah,
just
we've
take
been
it like,
erring on the
oh,
side of
they're
caution.
fit, they're athletic, they're the best athletes
Yeah,
in the world, and this, but you don't know their kids, you don't know their wife, you
right.
don't know if they're
Well, and that's the problem too. Like, don't let this kind of get lost in the noise or lost in the mix too. There's plenty of examples of perfectly healthy individuals, you know, folks that run marathons regularly, like cardiovascularly, just off the charts, like catching this virus and either dying or, fighting it for a month or two and then
yeah.
having complications afterward. Like, don't, that's the trouble too. Well, it's just the flu, but it's not. Like, there's plenty of examples of healthy individuals. There's former NFL players. I don't want to name anyone, but there's former NFL players. Well, I will, because there's an article that came out about him. Tony Baselli, former offensive lineman for the Jags. And from what I understand, reading the article and looking into him a little bit, his post-playing career, like, he's pretty damn healthy individual. He was O-line when he played, but like he's one of those guys, kind of like Joe Thomas, kind of slimmed down, got fit, looking good. He was not doing well back in, it was probably in April. Like, this thing hit him, and his wife was asymptomatic. She caught it, but she didn't have any symptoms. He was like in ICU, like on his deathbed, basically. And right there, that's a ex-professional athlete who, whatever, his post-playing career, he bikes, he jogs, he runs, he's healthy, whatever, and it almost killed him. Like, I don't want people to lose sight of that as well. Like, it's not just something that's going to hit older folks or folks with an underlying condition every time. It could be you could be perfectly healthy one day, catch this, and then you're in bad shape.
Well, that all right, I'm a little tipsy. That's what I said. But people like, I was arguing with someone on the internet, and they're like, well, I was like, well, they have kids. These players have kids. Like, well, like there's like 0.0 this percent of kids that get sick and it has a rough time. I was like, do you want that person? Like they have a choice. So like, why would you put your kid? Like, my kids are grown now. They're all old and shit. My son's over here. He's got to sleep for work. He told me, shut the hell up. I said, I'm doing a podcast.
What's he doing?
You know what's funny? Is
he mouthing off? He's mouthing off to you?
He is. He works with me now. My son, he's 19, right?
Good for him.
And he goes to UWGB. And so for summer help, he went to work at the cheese factory with me. And he doesn't like it, but it pays pretty damn good. So he's making some money now. He's making more money than he's ever made. And I said, how do you like the job? And he's like, sucks. And I was like, this is when you're in college, when you're in school and you're thinking, this sucks, I should just quit. These are the days you should think about. This will be your life if you quit college. No, but he's a good kid and he's making some money because I don't want to pay for his college. I told him,
that's good.
Make some money.
I don't blame you.
Make that shit because I can't.
I don't blame you.
Anyways, what are you drinking tonight? Are you drinking? You got some beer?
Yeah, I've got a stainless steel cup of Yeti, a Yeti cup with filtered water and purified, and it's the ions are no. I do have that, but I've got a lot of beers.
Got a lot of beers.
I've got some empties. I've got some empties laying around over here.
What is that?
So this is a brewery in Tampa.
All right.
Cigar City Brewery, and this is like their like main like this is High Life.
All right.
It's an IPA, India Pale Ale. So I got a couple of those under my belt this evening. And then okay, so here's a crazy thing.
All right. Tell me.
Just before we hopped on tonight, you tweeted out. You asked if anybody had questions for me for the podcast, and an account that liked your tweet was the account that their glass I happen to be drinking from right now.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I swear to God, I already had a beer in this glass. Drink Wisconsin Blue.
Drink Wisconsin.
I already had a beer in this glass before they liked your tweet. Like about an hour before, I poured a beer into this glass, and I was like, no shit. Like, what are the odds that...
See, Drink Wisconsin Blue. All right. That's my shit. Like, I've been... the camera's like way over there. But like Drink Wisconsin, my shit. I got a Drink Wisconsin shirt in right now. I got Drink Wisconsin right here. I love Drink Wisconsin. And the fact
nice.
You have
it's crazy though, isn't it?
It's funny. But I want to talk about some football with you a little bit before everyone tunes out.
I think you're a little late on that, but you can edit this after the fact. We're not live or anything.
Let's start to Drink Wisconsin anyway. I'm gonna get another beer because I got a cooler full of ice. I got a little bag thing. The one thing that my job does for me, every Christmas they give me another cooler bag. It's a bag. Nice. That's a cooler.
Nice. Yeah.
They gave me one.
They give you one?
Like a 20-pack. This year it's like a 6-pack. Works perfect for podcasts. Anyways, let's get.
Are those the ones that if you get one from Yeti, they're like $500?
No, they're not.
$900 Yeti bag.
It's literally a shitty bag. Oh, I shouldn't post.
Oh no, that's nice.
No, it's a really good bag. Hopefully, I didn't post.
I'd rock that.
Where I work. I'm gonna get fired, Tom.
You can edit that, dude.
You'll be the.
Just hit me up. We'll edit that. We'll clean that up.
No. You'll be the first one on my GoFundMe when I get fired. I love my job. They pay very well, and I hope I have it tomorrow. Anyways, no. So you're a video game guy, right?
Yeah. I guess you'd say that.
No, like I don't mean to brag. Like I'm gonna talk about.
Yes, I'm really. You can brag. I'm really good at video games. Go ahead. Tell everyone. No,
but like Madden, right? Like I would we've talked about this before, but like I helped you get on Madden.
Okay.
I wasn't there for the training part.
What do you mean? I made it to the NFL. How did
we've talked about it before, but we weren't on video then. So let's talk about it again. Because I want this documented thoroughly.
Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes to give me how you got Tom on Madden pitch here.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead.
I remember playing Madden back in the day. It was 2010 probably. Like that was your prime.
Okay.
I don't remember what year it was, but it was around Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
Right? And I played Madden a lot back then. I got my PS3. I was all booked in. I was like, yeah, we go out there both it up. Right? Yeah. And then my favorite tight end wasn't on Madden. You weren't even
Jermichael? J-Mike wasn't on Madden?
No, he was.
J-Mike? Donald Lee?
Dude.
Corliss?
None of those guys. No, Corliss, I did love. Anyways, I'm not going to talk.
Some other guy they brought in? 10 other guys they brought in to work
I remember.
There?
No, okay. They weren't there. No, they were there. You were not, though. Tommy Crabtree was not on Madden. So I went on Twitter and I was like, why is Tom Crabtree not on Madden? And then you're like, oh, you should tweet this guy. He's the guy that updates. So I was like, I'll do that. So I tweeted him. I had my phone out. I started tweeting this guy. And he's like, I remember him.
Wait, I told you who to reach out to?
No, I don't think you did. I think someone else did.
I was crowdsourcing
getting
myself into the game.
Was it you? Someone told me.
I don't know. You
tweet this guy. No, I don't think it was you. I think it was someone else. So I started tweeting this guy nonstop day and night because I had time on my hands. I had a job, but like every waking moment, I was like, I need to get Tommy Crabtree on Madden. So I tweeted him. He's like, you know what? The next update's coming up. He'll be on Madden. Get over it. So
leave me alone, you fucker.
I don't know if I did it or if he just got sick of tweeting me or reading my tweets. So he's like, you know what? The next update's coming up. He'll be on there. But I take full credit for that. Not your athletic ability, not the fact that you were actually on the team, and maybe at the time when they put the Madden together,
you son of a bitch.
Or whatever. I don't know how it worked out. But I take full credit for that. Not you working your ass off in practice. Not you making the team. Me tweeting. Dude, these fingers can do some things, Tom.
They're powerful. Very powerful.
You know what? And I benched Finley.
I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna formally, officially thank you and give you digital social distancing hug for getting me on Madden 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it was all you.
It was all me. It was not you in college. It was not you grinding and doing all the things that you do. It was me tweeting.
Yes.
Some random person.
It wasn't my superior athleticism.
Dude, these thumbs can do some things, bro.
Yes, powerful.
No,
I appreciate it.
The first thing I did when you got on Madden, you know what I did? I benched your mic.
You threw me a pass and I dropped it. I got hit really hard.
23 touchdowns. Because I remember my son.
23 in a game?
Yeah. No, I think it was in a season. I'm not really good at Madden.
Nice.
Well, first of all, you were like a 67, all right? So give me some credit.
Oh, whoa, careful.
Oh, okay, that was rude.
Careful. Pump the numbers up a little bit. First of all, you were only a 80 and your speed was a 95. So I didn't have much to work with.
Dude, my son did a homework project on you. Oh, we got a drink now. We're drinking. What is that, a sticker on the bottom? What do you got working there?
Dude, I've had this glass for like 5 years.
Yeah. What do you got going on over there?
There's no way.
What is that?
The barcode tag thing was still on the bottom.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. I'm dripping over here. I need that beer.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways.
No, but remember.
This has been through no. This has been through the dishwasher probably 500 times, and that thing never came off.
Yeah.
I think it's a conspiracy. I think dishwashers are a big hoax. I don't think they're doing what they say they're doing.
They're not cleaning shit. They're not cleaning
my thumb. This thing is like semi-moist on the bottom from the condensation.
Semi-moist.
My thumb, with moderate pressure, just wiped that tag off. What is my dishwasher?
So why are you able to wipe that tag off when the dishwasher can't? I agree.
What's going on?
I agree with that. Man. So all right. Dude,
God, Jesus, where were we?
What podcast. Is happening? No, the Tommy Crabtree. Someone, I put that on Facebook about you coming on the podcast, and someone said, "I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna have a few drinks. I'm gonna catch up on the podcast." I said, "Go back to see the episode 1, Haha Clan Dicks, great episode, and then hit every Tom Crabtree podcast because all your podcasts have the most listens because people like us. First of all, when I have you on the podcast, I feel it's okay to drink because you told me that. You're like, you should have a few drinks. But I don't think you meant to have 8. I think you were like, have 2 or 3.
I didn't. You're out of control.
I'm out of control.
Don't support this.
With the invention of Zoom, I think it's so much better because usually I don't see you. Usually, I assume you're in a bunker somewhere. Your phone's on speaker, and you're in a shed. You know what I mean? Like you're in a shed.
That's usually the case. Yeah. And I'm not so sure your viewership, listenership, it's going to plummet a significant amount now that folks can see us. I just want to give you a heads up. They can actually look at us and see our physical form. They are terrified. They are logging off. They are throwing their phones in the pool, in the bathtub. They are getting rid of that demon on their screen. So just a heads up, okay? I apologize in advance.
See, the one bad thing about having the doing it this way is I can't see the time. I used to be able to see the time, so I was like, all right, we had to make it a certain time.
Wait, like how long this has been on?
I have no idea.
40 minutes. We've been on our call 40 minutes, but we probably dove in 5 minutes into it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But
we had some off-air stuff that we talked about. We made fun of Roger Goodell and like the Bears, and it was pretty good. But that stuff won't make the cut. So
this whole thing's making a cut. I'm just fucking putting it out there. All right, so let's talk about this. Some football stuff. Okay. First of all, I'm not like the whole podcast thing. Like, I'm not an analyst. I don't try to be. Like, there's very good people that do all that thing. Your face.
No,
but like, there's very good people that do it. I'm just a fan, and I just talk shit. So, Aaron Rodgers, who was your second best friend, behind me, all right, was 89 on Madden. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's blasphemy.
I think it's insane to have him rated that high. Like, how in the hell is that guy rated that high and that good? Like, it's insane. Continue. I know you agree. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going that same route. I've actually had those thoughts. Dude, to me, the fact that Aaron Rodgers in his career, the fact that he's ever under a 90, makes me want to punch you in the face, which I would never do because I feel like you might have to punch me back.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I would.
I got a free shot at you next time I see you.
I would, like, karate. Like kick, like a big kick to the face. I would not punch you. I would kick you. Kick your head clean off your shoulders.
So,
but no, I think it's kind of insane. I don't get super into the ratings and stuff, but every now and then I do. Saquon Barkley was another one that I saw that I felt like was too low. I think he was kind of down. Like, oh shit, I forget where.
There was a lot of players that were.
I'm gonna look it up.
The rankings were just out of whack. Like, I think I could look it up, but
Yeah, imagine if we were professional and we did our research before we got into the topic.
I did no research. I'm having Tom Crabtree. I'm gonna drink some beers and I'll talk to him.
Yeah, just edit out the research section. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's Bear. Oh, there's someone tweeting. Someone tweeted. This is why I can't mess with EA, Madden, NFL. In what planet does it should be the Chicago Bears? Sorry, grammar. In what planet does the Chicago Bears have a better offense than the Detroit Lions? And then it's got a screenshot of 11th overall Chicago Bears offense, 30th Detroit Lions. Yikes.
Yeah, it just I feel like
Saquon Barkley was too low. Aaron was too low. Yeah, I was way too low when I played.
Oh yeah, you were definitely like a 97, but they never hit you with that.
Yeah.
So
it was literally my blinding speed.
Yeah,
I was so fast they couldn't see. They couldn't comprehend the speed they were seeing on the field. So then therefore we cannot convert that into a rating into our formula because I can't even see the guy. How can I rate him if I can't see him? If he's running past everybody and scoring every time he touches the fucking ball.
Like, you see ninjas and they're like, damn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was like I was on the field. It would be like if they put me into Madden in my true form, it would have been like a mashup. Like a music mashup, like a rock rap mix, like a Linkin Park type of thing.
Yeah.
I was that in Madden because you bring like Street Fighter, you bring these superheroes into Madden, and it doesn't work. It just ruins the whole feel and vibe. So they had to make me like normal.
Yeah.
And like slow and weak. And again, these are their rankings.
Yeah, those are their rankings.
And just terrible football player,
because
4-string, not gonna cut it, practice squad material. Go ahead.
So I get it. Like people like Tony Gonzalez and Antonio
overrated,
Gates
terrible.
and
Who?
these guys are like I'm glad I wasn't ranked against Tommy Crabtree.
Right.
Because we can't stand up to that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're lucky they didn't catch me. They didn't see me in their prime.
So let's look. I can't ask questions and not answer them. So let's look through the Facebook.
You can do whatever you want. No. See, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're dead wrong. This is your show. This is your podcast. You do whatever the hell you want. You ask a question, get 1,000 responses. Don't use a goddamn one of them. and go to bed hammered. That's what you do. Go ahead. The questions.
Let's look at a few of these damn things. All right, some of them were actually kind of funny. All right.
We'll see.
All right, I don't even know what this means. Some of these I don't know what they mean because I think people met you at some point. You were at the Quick Trip and they bumped into you and they got.
I know what's coming.
All right, so in 2016, the video he did for the 8th graders of Bloom Carroll Middle School acting. Do you remember that?
Yes, I did a video for my high school alma mater, the middle school, like a yearbook related thing, and my dog was in it. Yeah, I did that. What the hell? What are they asking? Acting?
They put acting with a question mark. Did you do some acting that day?
What you see is what you get. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
So shout out to the alma mater. So you went to Bloom Carroll Middle School?
No, I went to high school there. I didn't go to middle school there.
All right. Well, then they got their facts wrong. See, that's why I should look at these questions before I ask.
No. I mean, I went to a school district. I went to high school, but I was in a different district for junior high, middle school.
All right.
But yeah, but I did a solid for the middle school, and they're good people there. So
no, it's definitely good people.
Folks.
Shout out to
But I don't know what the fuck that question is. But I love you. Shout out. Represent Bill Carroll.
Represent.
Go, baby.
All right. Let's look at this. Okay. This one is actually interesting to me. All right. The time he got drunk at a Pop Evil concert in Green Bay. Did you ever get drunk at a Pop Evil concert in Green Bay?
Listen here. You tell me who. I haven't looked. Is that Kyle? Is that from Kyle Cousineau?
No, that is from Jesse.
Oh shit,
Brunette.
All right. Wait, what am I going to tell him about it? Like I went to a rock concert and got hammered. Like, what do you want me to tell him about?
That's me.
Let me look it up on Twitter.
Yeah, people tell me like, "Hey, remember the time you went to this place and got drunk?" Like, yeah, I go to a lot of places and get drunk.
What? They didn't even. I'm not even in the mentions for the reply to your tweet.
No.
Anyways, I hung out with the guys from Pop Evil. They came and played a show at the Green Bay Distillery, and like may or may not have illegally like given them an after-hours tour. The band gave them a tour of the locker room in Lambeau Field.
Dude, why don't you ever give me a tour?
Because you don't play a rock concert in Green Bay and get hammered with me at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not.
In 2011.
So like you're like because the correct answer is because you ain't shit. No, all right. So
I would if I could. Now it's too late.
Actually, I know people that have met you at concerts.
Yeah,
like friends from work, because everyone knows I'm a Tom Crabtree guy. Like 2010, like I was about you before anyone else was. Like I was way ahead of the curve. All right. So people would tell me like, "Oh, I met Tom Crabtree at a whatever concert, and he was really cool." I'm like, "Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy." Like, no, he was like. He came up and he didn't know that we knew who he was, and he was just talking to us. I'm like, you should have told him.
Wait, I don't know. Does that make me sound like I'm a jerk and I think I'm cooler than I am? Like I just go up to people like, hey, I'm Tom Crabtree. This concert's great.
Because what they were saying is that they talked to you, but they never told you, I know who you are. So they
didn't say I know that you know that I know.
Yeah, they never said
you don't know.
I know you play for the Packers. They were just like we were just bullshitting and talking like normal, and you never mentioned it because I would mention it. I'm like, I don't know if you
I
know, but like, I'm kind of a big deal. Aaron Rodgers knows who I am. He has my number.
Yeah.
He texts
See,
me.
I don't mention it. I don't mention it because then you get jerks that like want you to come on their podcast all the time, and like it's a big burden. That's why I don't mention it to people.
No, but I
so
remember.
Annoying.
Remember,
Go ahead.
because like a lot of people nobody knows because nobody's listening to this podcast consecutively. But like when you were on the Dane Cook concert, because like not many people know this story. So let's tell this story real quick.
Oh, geez. You
Since it's on video, nobody
you got to tell them to go watch the last 5 episodes I've been on if they want the story.
Let's do a quick summary.
All right, go ahead. Cliff Notes, go.
A quick summary. So I went to a freaking Dane Cook concert. All right, because nobody listens to this shit.
It was in Green Bay.
So Tom Crabtree was on there. I tweeted him. He's like, I'm going to go to the Dane Cook concert tonight. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to Dane Cook concert tonight too. So then he went. I went with my brother-in-law.
True.
And then he's like, hey, my wife didn't come for whatever reason. Probably because she didn't want to hang out with him. But whatever.
She's pregnant.
Let's just go with she didn't want to be with you that night.
That too.
She's like, I'm going to stay home and watch whatever shows she watches is more important than because my wife would do that. She'd be like,
She's probably watching Friends.
Teen pregnancy is on a night, my wife would say.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I do not want to. Anyways, so he DM'd me and he's like, hey, if you want to meet Dane Cook, whatever. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna tell the story. So we go. Someone tackles Tom Crabtree. She tries to hug him, legs folded. He blocks her. He's got a big security guard, drags her off. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I promise that. I don't want that to happen. That
as a 4-string tight end in 2010, I had personal security, and they just swarm anybody that got near me.
The actual funny part of the story is because I didn't mean to tell the whole story. I forgot where I was going with this. But I said, I yelled out at some point because I was drunk. You weren't, but you were like, this is the point where you regretted inviting me. I yelled, he plays for the Green Bay Packers. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. That's
and you're
true.
People are yelling, is Nick Barnett up there? You're like, they're like, yeah, he's up there. No, but you're a very private guy. Like you're not looking for all that.
I was like 6'5", like nobody knew. They probably thought I played for UWGB, like a basketball player, like a backup.
You always say that, but like you're a big dude.
I am. You're right. I'm fucking jacked.
Dude, I've met you or I've seen you a lot of times. We're best friends, so I met you hundreds of times. Anyway, let's get back to this.
Thousands. Wait, how do we get on Dane?
Like he's in my other room. Like he's over here in the other room. I don't know why we don't just go in there and talk. We're best friends.
Yeah, it's weird to fool everybody like this. Like we're not just best buds and we're hanging out.
All right.
Crazy.
So here's a real question. Who is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Funniest guy I ever played with.
This question is by Rob Westerman. Give him a shout out.
I would say Josh Sitton and TJ Lang. They were as a duo and even individually, they're pretty hilarious guys.
TJ Lang is a Twitter god.
He's awesome.
He's what you want to be on Twitter.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm just
kidding. Of some other former players from that era that are very good Twitter follows. But yes, he's a good follow.
But you're the best one.
Correct.
All right.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna ask that question.
I know which one. I know which one. If anybody wants to go to the replies to your tweet, I know which one you're not going to mention.
All right,
moving on.
Let's go to Twitter because that was Facebook. So let's go to the So let's go to the Twitter one. All right. So I'm a bit buzzed. Here we go. Let me look at the tweets on here.
I thought this was a professional.
You thought it was a professional podcast?
My agent told me. Yeah, he told me when he arranged this was a professional operation.
All right.
That you wouldn't be looking up questions on your phone.
I'm not gonna. I'm done with that because those questions. We're done with the Twitter ones are not that good. I ain't gonna lie. Facebook people,
I mean, what?
Say? All right. I'm not gonna ask that one. That one's messed. Can I
Twitter
say this
now?
one? And I'm gonna say this one, and then you not answer it. All right.
It's your podcast. I'll just pretend I don't.
So here we go.
But I know what Stuart wants to know. Go ahead.
Oh, you know this one already. Which Packers teammate has the biggest dong? That question, I don't want you to answer it, but that shit's fun. No, here's what I want to get into.
It's all about the content these days, okay?
No, I don't want.
All right, go ahead.
No, I don't want the question. No, but
you think I was gonna fucking answer it? Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, I don't want you to freaking answer that. I don't give a shit. No, I don't give a shit. No, but we're gonna wrap this thing up because we got shit to do. You got shit to do. I gotta pee. But no, but Adrian Amos, because here's my biggest beef. All right.
Yeah.
My biggest beef is like people like Brandon Bostic. All right. You know, he had a rough time. He had a thing. Ty Montgomery. I had both these guys on my podcast to talk about those difficult times that they had. And but even regular players like you know, you're a Packer loved when you were playing and all this stuff.
I'm sorry, cut out a little bit. You said something about regular players and me. I'm just saying is like people who didn't. What I mean about regular players is that people didn't have those monumental plays that were made hated. No, what the hell? I'm talking about the horrible plays. Because Brandon Bostic had a monumental horrible play. No, I know. All love. I'm not bashing that guy. That's the opposite of what I'm doing. No, I know what you're saying.
Ty Montgomery had plays that made Packer fans just hate you and go at you, and it irritates me when fans tag you on Twitter. I have no problem with someone saying, "Well, Tom Crabtree dropped that one, should have had it," but I have a problem with people tagging you. Because, like, you had a bad – like, if I have a bad day at work, I don't need to go on my Twitter and hear about it. You know what I mean? So, like, I have a regular-ass job. So –
yeah, but, you know, honestly, I would – it's kind of weird. I would disagree with you. Like, I think it's fine. I would prefer somebody – I appreciate someone tagging me more than people that don't.
Yeah, so they're shitting on you.
I don't know, because, like, it's like they know you have a Twitter account or – they know how Twitter works. Like, they should be able to look you up and just tag you. If you got something to say, fucking say it. Like, get it off your chest. Say it to the person. Say it in this day and age. Tag them. Add them on Twitter. Like, so I don't know. I'm fine with it. I don't like when it goes too far into, like, bullying and, like, harassment or threats. That's insane.
When they're just being asked.
Insane.
Yeah. That's what I have a problem with.
If it's general complaint, like, oh man, that was bad game by Tom, or he dropped a pass, whatever. It's like, whatever. Yeah, I did. That's the reality. If it's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill that guy when I see him out in public. Well, yeah, and you at me, like, you're probably gonna have a problem. Like,
yeah,
that's not good.
Have you seen? First of all, Adrian Amos is a legend he's a Twitter master. So Adrian Amos tweeted, I don't know if you saw this. He tweeted, I don't care if it's spades or 2-on-2 basketball. If you on my team, we lose, and your response is, it's just a game. I'll never play with you again. So Kevin King said, lies. I see you lose in spades all the time. So now a Packer fan chimes in, right? He says, let's figure out how the 49ers was running the ball the whole time, and their quarterback was 6 for 8. We missing a trip to the Super Bowl. We can't lose that way. Soldiers in game adjustments. So Adrian Amos says, let's figure out why you 40 years old taking dirty mirror selfies. So Kevin King cleans it up, right? Kevin King comes in and says, somebody get this man some Windex.
Hey, maybe through the podcast we can get that wonderful fan, like we get some kind of Windex sponsorship here on the podcast.
Dude,
that'd be great, man. That's awesome, though.
It is. No, because you've been known to get some trolls, like Bear fans like to get on you because you ran that fake field goal. Now, beautiful. The beautiful. Dude, I called you a bear killer a few times. People throw out at me like, Randall Cobb is a bear killer. I'm like, yeah, so is Tom Crabtree. Like, but Randall Cobb is the bear killer. I'm like, there can be more than one. There's so many
more than one. It's fun.
You're one of them.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Like, my thing too is, as long as it doesn't go into the territory of being a threat or like bullying, like if you're going to go at someone on Twitter like that fan did and talk about whatever they screwed up last season, sure, good for you, you can do that, but you better be ready, because like somebody usually, like if I got the energy and I've had my cup of coffee, I'm going to come back at you. I'm glad Adrian and Kevin King did, because that's some good shit right there.
Dude,
and that, did you see the fans' response too? It's the typical like, oh man, like buddy, I was just playing. Like, I hope you guys, I'm a big fan, I hope you have a good season. Shut the fuck up. Dude, you got embarrassed. You got owned. Never had more mentions in your life than you've had in the past. Like, that guy's had a Twitter account since 2011. And he got more mentions in 11 hours today than he has in the past whatever years since 2011. Like, his mentions are flooded, and part of him's loving it, but the other part of him is like, man, this sucks because I look like an asshole, and I am, and I got called out by my favorite team. So now he's buddies with them, and he wishes them luck.
You want to hear
That's how it works.
Story?
Tales old time, as old as time. Yeah.
So I'm having a bonfire. This is like 2010-ish, maybe earlier. Jermichael Finley days, all right? So Jermichael Finley, you guys are playing.
Tom Crabtree days. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're there, all right? So you guys are playing in Kansas City. So I don't have any followers on anything. This is like before I had any followers. Not that I have any now, but like I had a few. But Jermichael Finley said, Jermichael Finley tweeted, love the Packer fans in Kansas City, something like that, you know. Love the support in Kansas City. So then I replied to him because I'm drunk. I'm blasted on my mind at my bonfire. I see a tweet on my old IG shitty phone, and I tweet back, "Real Packer fans live in Green Bay," right? So this prick retweets it, just knowing that he's gonna destroy my mentions. He didn't say nothing. Back then, you didn't even know who retweeted you. It was just like your tweet got a bunch of shit. Yeah, I didn't know who.
God, I forget those days.
I didn't know what happened. All I know is like people like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Packer fans are everywhere. I live in Oklahoma and I love the people. Like, I live in Iraq and I love the Packer. People are like all over. And I was like, what's happening? So I'm talking to my wife and I'm like, I'm getting lots of negative energy from the internet. And she's like, someone must have retweeted you. And I was like, well, I tweeted Jermichael Finley this and that. She's like, he probably tweeted you. I'm like, what a freaking asshole. So I had to like look back in his shit. I'm like, this prick.
You gotta go through his timeline.
So I'm like, I'm sorry. I know Packer fans are everywhere. This is like a drunken thought. Dude, but you know what's funny is I gained like 1,000 followers that day. They were all like, you're a piece of shit, but I'm gonna follow you because I want to
free clout.
No, but
hey, I don't agree with a lot of what Jermichael has tweeted or will tweet, and I have my issues as far as that goes, but good for him retweeting that bullshit, man. Packers fans are everywhere. That's global. It's universal.
That was a drunken thought.
What are you thinking?
God. That was a drunken thought. No, because that's interesting though that you said that, because like, dude, I have a dog named Finley, like for real. But like, I have some serious feelings about Jermichael Finley. I'm drunk, but
we can probably spend a whole other podcast on his tweets
Greg Jennings, because they both have a lot of things to say, and I try very hard not to talk negatively about players, especially former Packer players.
No, that's fine.
but even players in general. But like Jermichael Finley, or I mean not Jermichael Finley as much. I think Jermichael Finley says a few things here and there. He's kind of like Brett Favre. Like Brett Favre, who I love, except when he played for the Minnesota Vikings. But like he says this weird shit, like, "Oh, the Packers should use Jordan Love like Taysom Hill, that like they use Taysom Hill." He just says shit. He's like the drunk uncle who just yells out shit. Like, go rake the lawn. Like, I don't live here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just visiting. So I think the same thing, but like Greg Jennings, like, and I know that's probably like a good friend of yours, or at least he used to be, or whatever. Like, you know who he is.
No, it's okay. We're not good friends.
Anyways, but like Greg Jennings, to me, used his relationship with Aaron Rodgers to gain a career. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know if that's true, but that's my feeling on it. I don't know if that's true. But like, I think he's an asshole. Like, great player. And you don't have to agree or disagree or whatever. I'm not trying to put you in
no, great player.
situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
but I don't like the FS1 shit. Like, everyone in FS1, I feel like if you have a reason, like I feel like if you came out on the internet right now and said Aaron Rodgers is a piece of shit, FS1 would hire you. They'd probably give you a bunch of money because you have a plausible reason to talk shit. And it, like, I don't try to get into negative energy, but it pisses me off. Because
you can say dumb shit and make up shit all day. Yeah, in an effort to I don't know what it's for attention or progress your career, but people do that in every area, not just football, politics.
Oh yeah, I agree. Because Donald Driver said one little quote one time, and I love Donald Driver, and I'm not. This is not going anywhere negative for Donald Driver, but he said one quote one time, and they kept using it for like 5 years. And I don't think what he said is what they used it as. Like they took it and they twisted it and they mangled it, because that's what they do. FS1, if you can shit on a player, like, come on in. You're right. And
it gets attention from.
I think they just twisted. It's just negative shit. Let's drink some beer, Tom.
Oh shit. Oh no.
We're running low. Anyway, dude,
brother.
I made a post earlier today. All right. People like you, all right, like, cause like I was thinking about this. 2010, right?
Yep.
Like, I was tweeting you and you responded a few times. I was like, hell yeah, like. My son did a school project. I tweeted you. I was like, hey, my son's doing a school project. He's in like 5th grade or whatever. If you could take a few minutes and DM him and let him ask you some questions, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah. And you did it, and he got an A on that shit. They're like, oh shit, you talk to a real Packer player. And then we met you at the mall, and you shook my kid's hands, and you were like, showed him the ring. We got a picture. I was wearing a goofy hat for some reason. I don't know why I was wearing that hat. But and then I got the chance to have Ha Clan Dicks at my house, and like I went bowling with Preston Smith, like all these things that happened for me. Like, so I just think it's cool, like, and still to this day, because I think me and you were like we're friendly. I don't think like you're gonna invite me to a barbecue anytime soon.
We're friends, man. Well, not right now. Not in fucking 2020. You're nowhere near my.
No, but like it's so cool of like what's happening right now. Like, like in 2010, if this was happening, I'd shit myself.
Like, your 2010 self, if you knew then that you'd be living in a pandemic in these times in 2020, interviewing a former 4-string tight end for the Packers, like, you'd have been like, wow, that sounds awesome.
This is amazing. I still have to work? That's where I'm going to be? Yeah, wow. I still have to work. No, but like but for real, because like
Michael Crabtree, I love that guy.
Michael Crabtree, that's what the name says. I would rather talk to Tom Crabtree. So if you could put him on the phone, that'd be all right. No, but like I think about this. I don't get all like soft or whatever, but like I think about this is like because I get really nervous. Like that's one question I want to ask you, because I know you probably want to go to bed or do whatever the hell you do at night, but if you had one piece of advice, because I know podcasters watch me, right? Podcasters listen to me and all this. So, like, in your playing days, like, what do you want from a podcast? Because I'm not really a podcaster. Like, I'm not Aaron Egler, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, but he's a professional. I'm not saying that, like, a lot of these podcasters who are professionals.
Relax. We don't need to compliment Nagler too much on here. Okay.
Dude, I didn't follow him for a lot of years, but I followed him, and I actually like him.
Not pretend that he's any good or that he knows anything. Good. Okay. Yeah.
He's not good.
He's terrible at Madden.
No, but like,
go ahead.
But like, I'm just a fan, and that's what I try to be. Is like, I'm not trying to be a journalist, because someone asked me the other day, like, hey, I have a website. Do you want to write some articles for a website? Like, I can't write. I do videos.
Oh no. Yeah.
No, but like, so like, if you had one piece of advice for someone who wanted to do a podcast, and maybe they got to talk to a Packer player, former or current, what would that piece of advice? Like, what do you guys want to be asked? Like, I would hate to have a player, because I have some players, some big players, not as big as you, but like, you know, they're getting close. And I don't want to do a podcast, ask them a question. We're like, why did I agree to this?
Like you, Matt. No, it's really, I don't know. I'm kind of drawn to more. I'd like to think I have a sense of who's being genuine and like who means well. Like, I don't know. I can tell when someone's a genuine fan, even if it's part of their profession or like their hobby or their passion, whatever it is. Like with you, with a podcast and staying in touch all these years, like I could tell, you know, you're a genuine, you're a passionate fan. I could sit here and have 2 beers on my end, and maybe, what is that? Is that 4, 5, 6? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've been drinking the whole time, bro.
But I can, you know, that's the biggest thing. If I can sit and have a beer with you and enjoy it, like, you're all right by me. That's it. Not too complicated.
No, I think that's good, because I think that's why a lot of players, because like I have a lot of players who interact with me, not as much as you, but you know, they don't.
Shit, you probably got more. You get more players talking to you than I do now.
Well, they don't block me all the time anymore, so that's slowed down. No, but that's what it is, because I'm for the players. Like, I don't say that because I've had people say, like, oh, you just lick the ass of the players and this and that. No, but because I'm for employees. Like, to me, it translates to the same thing. Like, you work for the NFL. The NFL are the owners, and like you, Preston Smith, Aaron Rodgers, Jamal Williams, and all these guys are employees. Yeah, a lot of them are very rich employees, but I'm always for employees.
Hey, you're a man, you're a man of the people. You're a working man, and you've always been like that. You're always genuine, and it comes through. It comes through. You're genuine and honest, and your fandom, your passion for the team and the city and the state, like, it comes through. It's genuine. So
yeah, it
always
is.
appreciate that.
Like, no, but like, dude, I get so nervous. Like I get when Clan Dix came to my house. Like, I remember telling my wife, Clan Dix is coming to my house.
Yeah.
Do a podcast. And she was like, we got to clean the house. Because, you know, when you have company over, you got to clean the house. Oh,
yeah.
Extra special.
You got to do a couple extra steps.
So she's like, I was like, don't even worry about it. I'm going to clean the house. It's going to be good. I'm going to clean the house. It's going to be awesome. So she's like, all right. So she comes in the living room the night before, it's coming over to my house. And I have a notebook in my hand. I'm writing down notes of questions. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? The house is not clean. And I was like,
I don't see a broom.
I'm gonna ask him this question. She started cleaning. She got the whole shit. But was so cool. But like, I was pacing back and forth in my house. Like, I was pacing, like in the movies, you know, when they pace. I was pacing. I was so, because he was a little bit late or whatever, and I was just so nervous. But when he got there, we started talking.
Fashionably late.
Yeah, he was fashionably late for sure. No, it wasn't like insanely late, but he was. But I was just like, so actually, I'm glad he was late. Like when you're late for the podcast, sometimes you're like, we'll do it at 8, and then it ends up being like 10. That's how I get drunk. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm like, because if I'm off next day, I don't care.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, let's do it 7 p.m. perfect right after dinner.
Yeah.
And I push
You're
it
like,
back
yo.
like 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, Matt will be hammered by then. Like, this will be great.
No, but that, dude, I like that because it gives me time because I'm all like, dude, I have players lined up where I get so nervous. That's why I try to tell podcasters, like, how do you get these players come on? I'm like, just don't be an asshole. First of all, like, let's say you're in your playing days, right? And I say, hey, Tom Crabtree, will you come on my podcast? And you like know my name. I'm like, oh, whatever, Packer fan 453. And you've seen my retweets of Tom Crabtree's a piece of shit. Like, no, I don't want to do your podcast.
Yeah, can't wait, bud. I'll be there.
Dude, that's why I tell people, like, yeah, like, dude, I don't. First of all, I don't do it to be fake, but I just don't. Yeah. I don't have the inkling to like shit on a player. Like Brandon Bostic, like when he had that situation I had with him, he came on my podcast later in life or whatever, a couple years later. Yeah. But at that time, like if he'd looked back, which he probably didn't because he don't have that time on his hands, but I never shit on him. I might have made a tweet like, "Oh, that was shitty" or whatever, but I never tagged him like, "You're a piece of shit. I hope you freaking die." Like that's why I had him on my podcast to say like, "That's shitty." Like what happened? A lot of kickers get the same deal. Timeout got the same thing. He was on my podcast. Like, I don't shit on players that way. Like I think it drives me crazy. Like if I see someone shitting on a player, even on another team, I'm just like why? Like what is wrong? I've never been blocked by a player, but I've been blocked by reporters. Because like I just don't I don't like shitting on
You're
players.
a rebel. You're not a member of the media. You're like I don't know. I don't know what category
I'm not anti-media because there's a lot of good media people out there. But like local people, but like national media people, they all like because like I've had players on my podcast, right? Like Tom Montgomery, I've had Haha Clende, like I've had players where I could have asked some really crazy questions and maybe got a clip on ESPN.
Well, I mean that's the thing though. I don't think that's why people watch or listen to you is to get
Yeah, they're not getting news.
Anything, to get anything of value. They're not watching to get anything. No, but they're not. It's like this stuff. It's hanging out, having a beer. It's not like, oh, what kind of dirt are we going to dig up or controversial thing is going to come up. And I think people enjoy that kind of escape in talking with you.
Maybe. Yeah, because like you're like you're good friends with Aaron Rodgers.
He's good friends with me.
Yeah,
that's how that works.
Like he's texting me right now, but I'm on your podcast, so I respect.
I'm ignoring him. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I have never in my life asked you a question about Aaron Rodgers. But I mean, if you could get him to follow me,
we're gonna have to review.
If you could get him to follow me, that'd be audio. If you could get him to come on my podcast and talk about like why he verbally abused me during the Packers softball game. I wouldn't say
I will.
But he was strong-worded.
I will. I'll try. I'll try to get in there. I'll get some answers for you. I'll try.
You know what's funny is that
I'll make that effort.
Because I screwed up that call. People who listen to my podcast, all three of you, you know that Aaron Rodgers, I wouldn't say yelled at me, but he was not as pleased with me as he's been with other people. But I took that as like I was a ref. You know, he's a competitive guy. Yeah. First of all, I totally screwed that call up. Like in every way possible.
You made if it pissed him off, you made the right call. You did good, Matt.
So he came up to me after he was like, "Are you ref or just hanging out?" I was like, "I'm ref and I'm just not really good at it." You know, but it's funny because right before that, I was like, I took a picture. I was like, "Yo, I'm this close to Aaron Rodgers," and like 5 minutes later, I'm a piece of shit. No, but he didn't. I didn't feel bad about it. But my friends would make fun of me, like, Aaron Rodgers hurt your feelings. Because I told my friends, and they're like, he didn't hurt my feelings. Like, what he's saying, like, I don't want to talk about it.
He didn't hurt my feelings. God.
No, but I still, dude, I love me some Aaron. First of all, dude, I love Aaron Rodgers. But if I could just get
you don't work for FS1 or
No, because I could
I
twist that.
don't
No, because I could go on FS1 and be like, Aaron Rodgers yelled at me. I was a volunteer. I was a volunteer softball umpire. They would probably have me on. I'd probably gain so many followers.
Dude, you'd have a huge audience. You'd have all those NFC North fans, other than Packers fans.
He come on my podcast before they get to me because I know he cares a lot about that stuff. People think he cares.
Absolutely.
People think – I think it's funny because people, like, talk about his – first of all, I don't want to talk about that, but people talk about his family stuff, all right? And I'm like, dude, the same thing like with Will Smith, right? I'm sure you saw the memes or whatever with Will Smith.
Yeah.
The same thing with him. I love Will Smith. I love all his movies. I used to get jiggy with it, all that shit. I don't give a shit about his relationship. I don't care. It's not that I don't care. Right. It's the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. It's not that I don't care about his family life. It's none of my business. I hope it's well, but I'm not gonna get involved with it. Like with Will Smith, it's like, they're like, I don't give a shit. It's none of my business. I'll watch his movies. I'll listen to his shit.
Just put the album on. What was it? Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Just put, what is it? Millennium? Is that the album? Is that what he called it back then? Like,
I don't even know.
Just put that on, man. Just let it ride.
It's the same thing with people I know at work. Like the same thing with you. Like I like you. I hope everything's well with you. But like I'm not at night thinking I hope his marriage is all right, or I hope his kids. I mean, I obviously I hope they're well, but I'm not.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't care. I mean,
you don't care about me. I get it.
It's a weird thing to say. I don't care, but just saying I'm not. It's none of my business. It's not my business. What Aaron Rodgers with his family, or Will Smith with his wife, or my neighbor. Like, he was cutting his grass the other day. I saw the lady down the street eyeballing him. I'm wondering what's going on there.
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta pee. Hey, thanks for coming. Hey, how about you jump on like once a month?
I'm down. I'm down to jump on
once a month. I'm trying to circulate some good guests, but once a month.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I'm down, dude.
Try to fine tune you any more than that, because I know you're busy.
I'll commit on air live. I'll commit to. We're not live, but I am on air. You can use this. You can hold me to
I'm thinking about trying to figure out to do a live show.
Wow.
At some point, because I know some people that they do live shows. Cream City Central. You probably see those guys on Twitter. Cream City Central. Yep. They're actually really good. They're really good people. They do a great job. Alex Stroff and all these guys. Anyways, I'm not trying to like pump them up, but I'm just saying they do a really good job. I really love what they're doing. I might do a live show, but we don't have to, because I know you like the late night stuff because you have family stuff.
Yeah.
And I respect that. But I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man.
If you could jump on like once a month, we'll figure the thing. I don't know if we have football season. If we don't, it's gonna be tough. But even if we don't, we could talk about like we could talk about some TV shows. Before you go.
Yes.
What's your favorite TV show right now? What are you watching?
Right now? Oh my God. I honestly haven't watched a whole lot, which is weird because you would think I've watched more than normal right now, like most people.
Yeah, I'm still working.
What's dude, there's actually, it's not a documentary, but like what the hell are they called? I don't know. But there's on the situation in Waco back in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
With David Koresh. Yeah, that's on Netflix, and this is horrible. Like I have like no further details, but that was a good series on Netflix. I'm trying to look it up on my computer. I think it's just called Waco.
Yeah, I think I think it is, because my wife was watching that. I was watching it.
It was interesting.
And I was like, that happened?
Yeah.
And she's like, you remember that? Remember that? We were like this age. I was like, yeah, okay.
Crazy.
You know what? Here's the show I'm watching right now. I'm watching Lost for about the 5th time.
Yes.
Have you watched Lost?
So good. One of my all-time favorites.
I watch Lost, and when I watch Lost, I get lost in Lost. My life stops.
It's so frustrating. That show's so frustrating because it's like there's no rhyme or reason. Yeah. It doesn't make sense, and they never try to make sense with that show, and it frustrates the hell out of me.
Dude, I love that show so much. When I start watching it, and my family knows, Dad's going to be shut down for about 3 days.
Leave Dad alone.
Here's what's going to happen. When I turn this podcast off, when we shut this down, I'm going to go down to my basement. I'm going to drink tons of beer, and I'm going to watch Lost. I'm on season 3.
You're on season 3. Wait, how many seasons were there? Like 6 or 7?
6. Season 3 is freaking horrible. It's a shitty season. All right.
Yeah.
So, but I can't watch Lost with my family because they hate me. Yeah. I'll go to my wife be going to bed. I'll be like, you know what? She's like, what? Like, Jack got taken. She's like, Jack who? I'm like, Jack. She's like, is he okay? Like, she's like, oh, like I watch a news story. I'm like, no, Jack on Lost. I don't give a shit about Jack. And I'm like, yo,
knock it off.
He got taken. They're trying to get him to. He's got a tumor in his. She said, I don't give a shit. Dude, they hate Lost. They know because I haven't done shit in 2 weeks with this podcast. But the podcast is back, Tommy Crabtree. Dude, you want to hear some breaking news, Tom Crabtree?
Whoa. Yes. What? What do you got?
I don't like to. Okay? I don't like to announce players coming on my podcast before we actually come on my podcast in case.
What do you got?
They don't. I don't want to make them look
bad.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You got to commit?
In case. Because it's happened before where someone said, yeah, I'll come on your podcast. That doesn't work out. I don't want to make them look bad. But I'm going to say this one player is coming on my podcast, and I know it's going to happen. Are you ready for Tommy Crabtree?
Yeah. Who's the player that's coming on that's going to be almost as good as me? Not as good, but really good. Kind of good.
The player who will be on my podcast soon and eventually is Kenny Clark.
Wow. Congratulations.
That's a good episode. That's a really good. I mean, he's
good for you.
No.
Not so much him.
Like, no. I feel like
your podcast.
So here's my theory on this. Real quick before I let you go, because I have to urinate so badly.
Yeah, don't piss yourself on air here, please.
Yeah.
For love of God.
I feel like a lot of these guys, because I'm verified on Instagram, they think I'm a really good podcaster, but they never listen.
Jeez, they don't have a clue.
They have no idea.
No,
because you ever see that on Twitter where like a verified account will tweet some sources say blah, blah, blah. They're like, well, they're verified. Yeah. So I always say
it must be true. It must be reliable.
Yeah, because I'm verified on Facebook, so I can say, hey, sources say if you take a shit 3 times a day, you got cancer. So like what? Because I'm verified, it means something, dude. I'm an asshole. Yeah. I work at a cheese factory. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't.
Well, careful. We don't know that for sure. That you work in a cheese factory. You're an asshole. We don't.
Well,
know
I might not for long.
Confirm the cheese factory.
No, but hey, I really appreciate you coming on, taking the time.
Yeah,
I know that, nothing benefits you from this shit. It actually probably hurts you more than anything.
Having a beer or two with a buddy is always good. It's always a good benefit.
Let's give a quick shouty to Bob Becker. He's your buddy, right?
Oh, come on. What the hell? What have you trapped me into here? Bob Becker. What the heck?
He doesn't follow me on Twitter, Tom. He doesn't follow me on Twitter, but we're friends on Facebook. But I see he comments on all your shit. I see you comment on his shit on Facebook.
Bob's a good guy.
You don't comment on my shit on Facebook, Tom. Oh, you did today. But besides that.
Yeah, I did, you jerk.
Yeah, but shout out to Bob Becker. No, I find him extremely funny.
I love Bob.
Bob Becker. He doesn't follow me on Twitter, so if you could maybe spend the word.
Bob, follow Matt on Twitter.
But if it's Bob Becker or Aaron Rodgers, I choose Bob Becker. I choose
Aaron here first.
No, get Aaron Rodgers to follow me on Instagram,
Twitter,
Facebook, MySpace. I don't give a shit.
I'll get him to follow your old MySpace account.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. It's like, let's drink some beer some more times, all right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds good, buddy.
All right.
You take it easy. I appreciate you having me.
Hey, no, I appreciate you coming on because who else is going to do it?
Nobody.
Thursday, Tom. Do you listen to these podcasts?
Sometimes I listen
No,
to
you
parts
don't
of
listen
them
to
where I sound really good, and then I fast
No,
forward
people ask
past
me
your
to go
parts.
on their podcast now. That's how you got me.
That's
People,
how you know you made it.
People are like, hey, you want to go on my podcast? I was like, well, I was gonna ask you first. No, I appreciate you coming on, man. Hey,
Yeah, man.
drink responsibly, bro. No, show the
I got
glass.
it. My glass is empty now. My water's not empty. My Wisconsin-Blee glass is empty though. But
All right,
cheers, brother.
All right, cheers. I gotta go pee.
Hey, later, bud. You take it easy.
Hey, say go Pack go.
Go Pack go.
Go Pack go, baby. All right, we're done here. I think I stopped it. No.
All right, buddy.